Well, after being mentioned on about every episode, we finally got them in. Sage and Soul ladies.
Our wives.
Yeah, otherwise known as our lives.
Also our very, very first sponsor and multiple sponsors. So.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Happy to see you guys grow and looking forward to the future.
Same.
So I had a question for you guys, kind of like as a treat to our viewers. You guys lived almost all your lives in Columbus and have been here about 4 or 5 years. What is the biggest thing in the Ohio Valley that made you think I'm not in Columbus anymore? The biggest culture shock?
Well, that one's easy for me. Do you have an answer first?
No, you.
Well, for me, it was cold cheese on pizza. So
Oh yeah,
one of
That's
my
the
first
staple.
experiences in the Ohio Valley, Scott took me for pizza at Janimore's in Wintersville, and asked me how many squares I wanted, and I'm like, "Do we not just order small, medium, and large, or?" And then I had a complete meltdown when the cheese was cold, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, why is it not melted?
It was so funny because, like I said, just growing up in this area, I'm like, we get in there, I'm like, how many slices you want? She just looked at me like I had a third nostril just opened up on my face, and I'm like, no, it comes in individual squares. She's like, well, what do you get? I said, I always get 4. She goes, 2. Okay.
I literally cried.
I
will
got
say it. I
the
literally
pizza,
cried when
opened
I
it
got
up,
the
and she
pizza.
just looked at it like,
Yeah.
do we have to make it ourselves? Like, what is this?
That was
Weird.
definitely that's when I was like, we're not in
It took me a
Columbus
long
anymore.
time to get the French fries on the salad.
like
Yeah.
a steak salad.
Yeah, that took a long time.
So we're back on the podcast, joined by a special guest who wanted herself to be heard.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's it.
Little Miss Maizie, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
She says hello.
Normally have one of these babysitters available when we do the
Yeah,
interview.
Yeah, we're usually hiding somewhere in the house.
Right.
Usually it's Sage and Soul that's doing the babysitting
That's
while we're
right.
doing
Yeah.
podcasting.
Or the
So
hired hands.
That's
for
it.
sure.
There you go.
I was kind of thinking of against bringing one of my kids on for like an episode where we're talking about business, but if the Rumor Loudon kids can come on and tell me that HVAC isn't rocket science, then Maisie can join in and talk about Sage and Soul.
That's right. That's right. Miss
that's it.
Maisie.
It's her
She's gonna
debut.
tell us all. That's it.
What's your favorite pizza since being here?
Zontini's.
Zontini's?
Yeah, I'm a Zontini's fan.
Pizza Express.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah, she
the
likes
cold
the
cheese
pizza.
pizza though. What's your
You said
yeah.
pizza.
Pizza
Yeah,
Express?
Yeah,
Is
you
the
good.
did say
Pizza
you asked
Express is
favorite
really
pizza.
good. I like
Yeah.
Pizza Express also, but if I'm gonna do, I like the thin,
If I'm
crunchy.
gonna do the cold cheese, I'll do Zontini's, but
I think Zontini's hands down.
I bet they would really like home pizza in
Yeah.
St. Clairsville. That sauce is really sweet.
What's it called?
Home pizza. It's
Home
where
pizza.
Pizza Express in St. Clairsville is now with the big giant pizza guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, well, I'll have to take her out to that one.
So we're surrounded by decorations.
Yeah, this is our most like decorative ever podcast. So
You're welcome.
Provided
Yes.
by Sage and Soul.
all done by Sage and Soul. And the funny thing is a little backstory, is it only took them like 40 minutes to decide where this was going. It was here, it was here, it was here, it was here, it was up here.
It had to be
It was-
perfect.
It was like 10 minutes.
They had to get their
Let's not
feng
beat them up.
shui kind of vibe
Let's not
going.
beat
So
them
Well, their attention to detail
That's right. Thank
it's
you, Jake.
unparalleled. Absolutely.
Thank you,
will
Jake.
also
That's right.
will go on to the business as well
That's
for the
it.
parties. So tell us a little bit about this business, how you guys started, what gave you the idea, and what you have available
Yeah.
for the.
So we started this because when Scott and I got married a few years ago, I really scoured the Ohio Valley for a place to just rent my decorations, and just I wanted somebody to do it and come and get the stuff. I didn't want to have to store stuff. I didn't want to have to keep stuff, and you know, there were a few places that did it. I mean, there's a place down in Moundsville. There's some places just that weren't necessarily convenient to us. So I wasn't able to find that. And then I just sort of popped on a light.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went to Kayley.
Yeah, we were out to eat, and she just came to me and she was like, I'm going to start my own business. And I was like, let's do it.
That's right.
How are we going to do it? And she said, I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
That's right.
And
we-
that was
yeah, that's the
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. Right. Right.
It's-
So
It's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress. So we're building all the time, adding new things, and just constantly coming up with new ideas and new things to do. So
And when she says that we're building, that includes us.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes.
well, you're on staff.
Yeah, I've built arches. I've rewired the basement, new lights, everything, so they could have their display area.
Yeah.
So yes, they are working hard.
Yeah, we are a work in progress. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel with this idea. Obviously, it is definitely something that is being done, especially in larger cities. But I feel like where we're located,
Right.
right, is definitely an area that is in need of the kind of business that we're building. So,
And what type of events and size of events do you shoot for?
So I think that we really want to stick to micro weddings, small weddings, or any events, smaller events.
less than 100 people.
Yeah.
So a small wedding would be considered 100 people. Micro would be 50.
Okay.
I think it's just a thing that we want to. It's the attention to detail. So it's not that we
Yes.
couldn't do a larger event. We definitely could do a larger event. It just is our attention to detail. It
Yeah.
seems like that's something we really enjoy doing is cluttering with all things beautiful.
And we're talking showers, weddings.
Showers,
Yes.
weddings, birthdays, anniversaries,
Sprinkles.
sprinkles. If you want to sprinkle,
Sprinkles.
sprinkle.
Maizie had a sprinkle.
That's right. She did have a sprinkle.
She had the best looking sprinkle in the Ohio Valley.
That's
Yeah.
right.
See?
That is right. Also, like bachelor parties. So we've
Yeah.
got a bachelor party coming up in May.
Bachelorette.
Well, it's a
I'd
don't- I
probably
don't know
say
about
no,
that.
I would probably say more bachelorette than bachelor.
I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
We're not in that business. We're not showing up for bachelor parties.
Yeah.
But we got a bachelor party we're doing in May, and so we're excited about that.
Of course, you don't judge. If
Yeah,
gentleman
no,
wants you to
absolutely.
decorate
That
his
is
bachelor
true.
party,
Absolutely,
you will
like,
do it.
Yes, yeah, no judgment here. We're here for all things decor.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a little girl the other day at a consultation, and I said, my daughter and I both really love weddings, and we love all kinds of parties. So what better way to be involved with that all the time than to
do
have a
this
business,
business, right.
that,
Yeah.
that caters to that. So
It's taken us a while, but we're building up a.
yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that, future plans, we have a lot that we're looking forward to in the future. But as we stand, we stand pretty strong
Yeah.
on it. So
And I know that it was just with being there. I know it was hard because as you were building it, you wanted to do events really quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you waited. You waited
Yeah.
until you just when you kind of
Right.
when you knew okay, it's time to like really start pushing and
Yeah. I would
Social
say within
media
the last
took off, yeah.
6 months we've
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
yeah.
done a lot.
So
and
as a
built
family,
a
we've
lot.
had a few setbacks,
Mhm.
but the timing is everything, and I don't believe in coincidences. So it was what it was, and now it's the time. And
Yeah.
so we're hitting it hard, and we're doing some weddings, couple weddings this summer. We've got some stuff going on, and hopefully get into some other events for the fall, for the end of the summer and the fall. So
And you're always looking for new ideas, new
Always.
items.
always, long term, we really want to do linens and
Yeah.
chair
Tables,
covers,
chairs.
tables, chairs. Right now, we're really basically just a lot of decor. A
Yeah.
lot. I mean, we have big arches. We have little
We have
arches.
these beautiful vintage
Yeah,
glasses.
we
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
We
that's
do
it.
have
This is-
beautiful. vintage
These might be one of
We're
my
having our-
favorites.
Easily drinkable.
That's it.
easily
Very good.
drinkable.
We're
That's
having our
right.
beverages at the
That's
tavern.
right. So
These candles are my
the
favorite.
candles, we do everything from simple looks to extravagant looks. So you have a little bit more extravagant up top behind Scott's head, and then a little bit more simple in front of Scott. And, we do all kinds of looks, but, we don't just do centerpieces. We can do the arches, the backgrounds, the
Table runners.
table runner. Yeah, all decor for that. We have a ton of cake stands in every
Yes.
color
Hmm.
and shape and style, and cupcake stands. So it's the whole thing. We rent entire packages.
And tea parties.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, we
everything's
do
set
have a
to do
tea
tea
party
parties.
We do have
package.
stuff to do tea parties.
We don't have that out there very much, but
No,
we do
no,
have
we
a
don't, because it's
whole
my
tea
thing.
party we could do.
It's definitely my thing. I love the tea parties. That's actually what we had for Kaylee's bridal shower, was a big tea party. So
is there any like hot items you guys see right now that like every wedding wants to have? I know for a while was the neon signs. I know a lot of people
I
want
think that's
marquee
still
signs.
that's still a
popular.
thing. Arches are a huge thing. The greenery, like the wall, the greenery wall, which we also
I've
are in the
seen these a
process
lot.
of. Yes, a lot
The
of glassware.
mismatched, yeah, glassware. I've seen that a lot.
So a lot of the trends are going to, so like back in the 90s or the 80s, everything was, every centerpiece was the same. Every piece of decor looked like, it looked the same. And nowadays people are going to more an eclectic look or a more simple look. But usually the tables are not all the same. And yeah, they're going into the mismatched glassware and the chargers and things like that, which we also have a lot of chargers and stuff like that. So it's hard when you have such a large inventory to kind of narrow it all down, but most of it is on the website.
Yeah, and we're talking multiple collections too. We're not just
Yes.
talking about here's like the one thing we have to offer. It's like pick
Right.
and choose through.
Oh
Yes.
no, there's so
Yeah.
much. Well, Kaylee and I are very different in style, right? So
Yeah.
I would say that I am more, your earth tones and your eclectic look.
I really like the wild
And
flowers.
Kaylee's a wildflower, yeah.
Yeah.
Kaylee's very much a wildflower, romantic candles and wildflowers. I mean, I think that's more. So we have a little bit of everything, a little bit of all looks.
And you guys also offer wedding officiant,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we've,
yeah.
we've got a wedding officiant.
a wedding musician.
Yeah, we do. We
Play
know.
while you're
We
playing.
know people. We know people.
That's it. So you
We have added them to
Yeah.
our
Also,
inventory.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I am also a certified wedding planner. So we have services. I offer wedding planning services, consultation, wedding day coordinator, you name it, I can do it.
So what does a wedding day coordinator exactly
I
do?
boss people around.
Right.
Lots of people that build the arches.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So basically, if somebody come to you and said, "I want a wedding day coordinator," what are
So
you gonna
I would
do?
work with them throughout the months planning their wedding. A lot of people want to DIY their own stuff, and I'm fine with that. I mean, we are a decor rental company, but at the same time, we're very budget friendly. However, people want to do their own thing, so I get that. I totally respect that. But I'm there to talk to your vendors day of so that you're not doing that and you don't have to tie up a family member to do that or, expect a friend or someone. So I'm there to make sure all your vendors are on time. I'm making sure everybody's getting paid. I'm making sure everything looks the way that it should. So I'm working with you the whole time to know what your vision is for that day, and I'm there to execute that for you.
That's
So,
awesome. So that way, that bride she gets up
Shows
that
up.
morning, and that's all she
bride,
focuses
groom,
on is.
and family just show up and enjoy their day.
That's awesome.
And because I remember firsthand from our wedding, like we're trying to celebrate our special day. I get a call like, "Hey, I can't find a parking spot. What do you want me to do about it?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Right. And that
Well,
is
someone's
just
sleeping.
don't answer your phone. That's my answer. Just don't answer your phone. If somebody can't find a parking spot, they'll find it. So yeah, I mean, basically, I'm just there to make everybody comfortable, including the bride and groom.
Now, are you guys associated with one specific location, or you can do anything anywhere?
Answer that. The
Yeah, I mean,
distance.
distance, yeah. So I mean, anything under 50 miles
Anything under 50 miles will travel.
will travel, and then anything over that will be an additional fee. But we're open to anywhere.
Yeah,
honestly.
we're certainly.
I mean,
within reason.
yeah, I'm not gonna
okay?
travel 6 hours.
Yeah.
That just
We
is
are
not gonna work
we
out.
have
but
a family friend. We are traveling 2 hours to
Yes.
do her wedding.
2
so
hours
Obviously,
is
we
fine.
are open to that, but definitely there's a fee involved with us
Yeah.
if we've got to go further than 50 miles for
Yeah.
sure. Maisie is so intrigued
I know.
with that. She's like, how do I
She
do
likes these
this?
decorations.
Yeah,
Ah.
she does.
you said you never let me in here before.
She's like, I see a future.
So
it.
being in the valley now for a little bit, what venues have you been to, seeing that you would like to get your hands on? Like, what are the favorite ones you've seen? We got
I
married at the White
think-
Palace.
Yeah, we got married at the White Palace, which they've redone it since.
They have.
Since we've,
Yeah.
I don't even know if
I
I've
haven't been
seen
there.
it.
And since your
I've seen
wedding.
pictures, but that's
Yeah, it looks beautiful. The waterfront hall looks
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, the waterfront
I mean,
hall
I-
is absolutely stunning.
That would be a dream venue. Too,
That would be
right
definitely
now.
that
you
would
know?
definitely be a dream venue because it's a perfect size.
It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect for
our
you
friend
guys.
Tim gave us that tour. I remember like jaws dropped when we saw that banquet hall.
I
We had no
know.
idea we was up there.
Yeah, like I said, we just went downstairs for the bar and the stage, and then he gave us a tour. And when we went upstairs, it was just as soon as
It's jaw dropping.
Jake and I went up
Yeah.
there, and I started taking pictures, and I sent it to Amy. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, this would fit you guys
I
absolutely.
love the exposed
perfectly.
brick. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
just
The whole building is
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Mhm.
It's a great venue. So if you are in the market for a wedding venue, I would definitely
Yeah.
suggest that.
And those windows, sorry, the
Oh,
windows to the river, I thought an arch could go right over that shade
Yeah.
and just be perfect.
Look at you two. You're hired, Jake.
Yeah. I was gonna say the
I was
farm.
at the farm building an arch a couple months ago.
Yeah.
The farm restaurant has a beautiful
The farm would be
view.
one. The
Shout out
black
to
sheep
farm.
would be another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, the
I
black
don't know if
sheep,
they
they're
do. Do they do
fantastic.
weddings? I think they just.
I
They did
think-
showers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do
Showers.
showers. I don't know if they do weddings, but I
Easily can do a
love
wedding there.
the
Yeah,
farm.
Oh,
sure.
easily,
Yeah.
I think it's so beautiful in there, though. The farm is always one, or
Yeah.
the black sheep is always one of my favorite places.
That was one of the first places you guys came to the shows.
Yeah, it's one
The
of the
very, very first place was River City, right?
River City.
We came for River
yeah.
City. We came for one
Dot
of Matt's
Fest.
Dot Fest.
Dot
Yeah.
Fest
Yeah.
with Matt. Yeah,
That was
one
our
of-
first wheeling
And you
experience.
also
the
That's right.
the scary bar down the road.
Scary bar down the
is-
road,
yeah.
Was one of the first places.
That's
in
true.
Ferry.
that's when
Right.
you met Jake's mom for the first time, was it not?
That was when we
Is that
met
the
Yeah.
story?
for the first time. Yeah.
You told me that was the first time you ever saw grass in the middle of a road, too.
You know, I had a couple drinks. I have definitely seen grass in the middle of the road, but I definitely have not seen a place like this before.
Yeah, yeah. It was.
And by grass in the middle of the road, like literally,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the middle of the road,
growing
up,
up.
yeah.
weeds coming up through
Oh,
it,
yes.
not somebody dropped their
not
baggie.
clippings, no.
No.
Right.
This was not somebody blowing grass in the road. No, this was
Yeah.
definitely grown.
It's a
homegrown.
different. It's a whole. The valley is a whole different beast,
Mhm.
and yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it is a different. I've been fortunate enough to meet some really fantastic people here.
Oh, absolutely.
But then I've also been fortunate to not see some things that were like okay. But overall, we have had. I think I can speak for both of us and say that we've had really good experiences in the
Mhm.
valley. It's our home now. You
Yeah.
know, we've
it
been
took
here.
a while to adjust,
It
but
definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still adjusting.
And like coming here and immediately becoming a dispatcher, you've seen
Right. And
the whole
that's-
spectrum of the valley
Right, and that's
immediately.
exactly what I mean by I've seen some not so great things. So working
Yeah.
as a dispatcher for the Martins Ferry Police Department definitely showed me some things that were not great. But then also on the same time, I definitely have seen some great things in doing that job as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, probably same for you. You know, ER nurse and wheeling.
yeah,
during the pandemic, no less.
yeah,
Then the
absolutely.
pandemic, and then
Yeah.
being pregnant in the ER during the pandemic.
That was a time. That was a time.
What are you looking at? Definitely. The valley's been good to us.
hmm
I mean, the valley has been really good to us. It's definitely different. Definitely
Yeah.
different than home, no
Now,
doubt. But
Do you guys have like a goal in mind that you would like to have your own event center
absolutely.
down the road?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that a
So
goal?
long
Yeah.
term is
I don't know where.
yeah.
I think it'll just come.
So long term would be to have a venue, a Sage and Soul venue. So that is the end goal here.
Yeah, I would
Just
agree.
because it's something that Kaylee and I both are super passionate about. And yeah, what does that look like? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's
We're-
there.
Yeah, it's definitely a long term goal. So we'll see. You know, the doors will open where they need to.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So how can everybody get a hold of you guys? Or check out your collections or
You can go to sageandsouleventdecor.com. You can look us up on Facebook. I think it's Sage and Soul Decor Rental.
Hmm.
And then our contact information is on either.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And
Now,
then
Sorry, but you also don't you guys run another Facebook page like
for
events
wedding
and-
services for
Ohio
people to check out.
Valley Event Network.
Event Network,
Okay.
yeah.
is
We're
also
trying
good.
to get that going.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got it out there. We're just trying to get more vendors in it,
Yeah.
I think, so that they
Definitely.
can.
So if you are a vendor in the Ohio Valley and
Yeah.
you're looking for somewhere to post your stuff, definitely Ohio Valley Event Network
Mhm.
is a great place to do that. And we're trying to,
You
you
can
know,
look
just to
different
build on that.
services too.
yeah,
Of what
oh,
everybody
any kind of
Caterers,
services because we love all
DJs,
kinds of things.
photographers, all
Absolutely.
that stuff. Get on there
Because
and
we're
then that
not
way.
doing all of that.
Right.
We're
we
not
need
doing
we
all of
need
that.
people to refer other people to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
absolutely. There's so many great vendors in this valley, so many unique vendors
Mhm.
in this valley. that we have found just doing this and posting our own stuff. We've seen some really cool stuff, coffee carts. And, I know, girl.
And the
tell
other
'em.
thing is too, is like we've said before, just like even with musicians, that's one thing about the Ohio Valley is they take care of themselves. So they have that page where now they're doing a consultation. They're like, hey, we're looking for a DJ. Hey, we
Right.
know that
Yeah, that's exactly it.
DJ,
And that's what we want
DJ
it to
Razor.
be. Right, right.
Is we know him and we know them or whoever it is, but then you can say, yeah, we look at this person, look at that person.
That's
and
what we want.
And that's what we want.
Yeah.
You know, we want to be known as a business, A, that is budget friendly, B, super easy to work with. And
Right.
I think that we are. I
Yeah.
mean, we're certainly open to things and, oh no.
She says no, we're not.
She doesn't like budget
Don't
friendly.
lie.
So you guys were getting ready for your first event, showcase.
Yes.
For you.
Well,
Mm.
yeah. So it's the Cupid's Love Struck
Bridal
Bridal
show.
Show at the Wheeling Island Casino
Okay.
with DJ Daner.
What's the date on that?
It's the 18th, February
18th.
18th from 1 to 4.
Okay.
And brides can pre-register for that.
Mhm.
I believe they're doing a drawing
I
weekly.
think it's a $10,000 wedding,
Mhm.
a full wedding. $10,000. Yeah.
Oh wow.
giveaway. Yeah.
A giveaway, yeah.
So check out there. They do have a Facebook page with all the information, and I believe I've shared it on our Facebook page as well. So if you're already following us, it's
Bunch of
there.
vendors, bunch of resources for somebody getting married.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things too. There's like a groom's room, I guess. So if you're going with your
that's cool.
significant other, it's just what I read online.
Yeah, I
So
did- I
I
did
just
read that.
read what
They have like
they're
a
doing.
vendor side, then they have like a resale.
Uh-huh.
I think.
So I
Yeah.
think
Sell.
yeah.
I played guitar for that one year for Dana.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think they
you did.
even
I
had
remember
a bunch of models come in with wedding dresses
Yeah,
too. Yeah, from
you're
a
right.
vendor. Yeah.
I think
You
there
did
is
do
there
that.
is something. So there's a lot of things going on.
Mhm.
We will be there. Stop by and see us. We'll have business cards and package deals and all kinds of stuff. So we're super excited about that. Getting a chance to talk to people and meet people. We do talk to people all the time. We've been very fortunate that people have reached out just
Yeah.
a lot, and it's
Sharing our
exciting.
stuff helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Sharing our stuff, and we have a lot of that, and that we're so grateful for.
There's been a couple times where I remember you received a message like somebody wanted to meet up, and you're like, I don't think this is an actual human.
Yeah,
yeah.
Every once in a while, you come across the.
We've had 2 or 3 of those where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna meet you.
Also, I mean, it's about being responsible in your surroundings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we're gonna meet people and to have. So that is not out of what we do. We certainly will meet you and consult and all that kind of thing. But we have to be aware of that. Actually, my husband's
Absolutely.
just going with me at all times.
Yeah.
So just know that you may not see
He's gonna
him, but he's
pretend.
there.
He's gonna pretend to be somebody else.
You may not see him, but he's there.
Yes, and that's the good thing about this event that's coming up is that's the one that I'm excited about because I can help carry stuff in and then I can go
Yeah.
out of the slots.
Yeah.
And I'll either come back and we'll load everything up and I'll be extremely happy
excited
or I'll
for
be
that.
crying because it didn't
Yeah,
go
we're
well. but-
really excited to have sort
It's
of
our first time like getting out there, talking to people, explaining.
Yeah, explaining what we do.
Yeah.
And so this is just something that Kaylee and I have wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's definitely been a huge part of something I've done most of her life. I have
Yeah,
been
you've done more weddings and
at weddings,
parties.
and Tim is huge. My son, her brother Tim, is huge in the birthday parties, and his whole life has been nothing but one big.
You
birthday
mean
party.
Tim in the Wild?
The
The
Tim in the
Tim in
Wild?
the
Tim in the
Wild, that's
Wild.
right.
Shout out and congratulations! Just reached 500,000 followers
That's
on
right.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Half a
Yeah.
million
Subscribers.
followers
Awesome.
on
Half a
YouTube.
million
Subscribers.
Probably another
That's right.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Right.
He said 1 million. I
1
asked.
million's
Yeah.
next plaque. I think he got his first plaque at 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one's
first
at-
plaque, and then the
So
silver.
that's you guys even offer that if you want he can
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
he can bring reptiles to the wedding.
Yeah, if you were
He has
interested
You
in
can have
snake
a-
handling.
Yeah, he has
We've
2
got
snakes,
you.
2 turtles,
Yeah.
a bunch
And
of
whatever,
fish.
whatever he flips
And
and
whatever he
finds.
can catch.
Whatever he flips and
Just give him a heads up. He'll flip like 500 rocks and he'll come
That's
in
right.
with salamanders and toads.
Super
and,
proud
He
of
could
him.
be
but
entertainment. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go
he's
outside. I'll be right
very
back.
entertaining. Super proud of him, but he is probably been my biggest party throwers. over
Yeah, I
the year.
don't-
I mean, the extent. No, Kayla's never been Kaylee's thing.
I don't
to
do
receive a
parties.
huge party, but
Yeah.
she's always been a big helper in that area. So
I don't know. I saw the decorations and what come about in your bachelorette party, so I think that was a success.
Okay. Yes. But I don't like to be the center of attention, so
Right.
I'd rather throw somebody else a party.
Yes. And she's very good at that as well. So yeah, definitely is something we're excited about with this bridal show, and lots of experience, lots of many years of experience come with that.
And even like you said, you're going a couple hours to do a friend's wedding. You're also doing her bachelorette
Right.
party too.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
her
do
bridal
that.
shower.
And,
And a
yeah.
bridal shower.
And we're
And
gonna
her
do that
bridal
too.
so that's great. That'll be exposure that you can post out there and show,
Mhm.
hey, we do everything. So
Yeah.
We have a lot
Excited
to
about
do.
that.
We have a lot to do, and we're excited to be getting a little
Mhm.
busy and getting new
Mhm.
things to do. And we're always learning. So definitely something we're growing with for sure.
Yeah. So Sage and Soul, check them out. And what's the page name on Facebook?
Sage and Soul Decor Rental.
The group,
Oh, Ohio
Ohio.
Valley Event Network.
Ohio Valley Event Network. Yeah.
Yep.
You're getting married. If you're a vendor, want to check that out. Bunch
if
of
you're a vendor,
resources.
get on there and join. So
Yeah.
you know that way
Yeah.
they can get that
Post
network
stuff.
all
Sharing,
together
yeah.
and yeah.
Posting.
We just want to network with everybody.
Yeah.
So, those are some things we want to be known for, is certainly being a vendor's vendor. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're easy to work with, we're budget friendly, and we want people to know that
Yeah.
for sure.
That's awesome.
So enough of this commercial. Where's your guys' favorite place to eat here?
Ooh, my favorite place to eat.
Number one restaurant here.
I don't know.
There's so many
Let's
restaurants.
shoot you some High Valley questions.
Yeah. I mean, we frequent the Belmont Brew Works a lot.
We do. Yeah.
I don't know if
Maybe
that,
too much.
yeah, it's really close. So I would probably say Belmont Brew Works right now. We're in a phase.
I don't
think
know.
I probably could answer for.
My husband's going to have to answer for me, because I don't know. There's a lot of places I like to eat.
I'd probably say your favorite is Talaki-Paki.
Yeah, well,
Okay, that's just Mexican.
shout out to my home. Yeah, to my home. Yeah, definitely
That would
every
be,
Mexican
if we were on, what was it, like the Newlywed Game, that would have been my.
that would have been
Oh,
yours.
yeah.
My
Yeah,
card,
and,
but-
and I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with
I would have
that.
spelled it terribly, but it would have been.
I
up
would
there.
agree with that for sure. I mean, there's a lot of great places to eat in the valley. Not enough
It just
food
depends
for me, though.
what
I
you're
need
in the
food all
mood
time.
for.
Right, I need all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I like undos too. We like undos.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we like to
We
mix
like
it up.
the Tokyo hibachi.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
very,
here in
Tokyo
Ferry.
hibachi is
really
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Great
that is
sushi.
good.
And I know we said this restaurant probably too many times on this podcast, but probably like as a family, our go-to is the farm right down the road.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That is
Shout
always
out
our go-to.
Luke and Butch.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's always our go-to for sure. Especially when we're doing something. When we bring someone in from like someone's here
Oh,
from out
yeah.
of town.
Oh yeah.
We're
I've
for
taken
sure taking
everybody
them to the
there.
farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have friends from Boston come in and took them. My daughter and her husband from Phoenix, and
Mhm.
yeah, we.
That's our go-to place.
And we've all became, I mean, especially you guys being down the road too, became good friends with the owners of Black Sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
guys.
Another
Haven't
place.
been there in
that
a
we
while.
Love the
Yeah.
Black Sheep.
Absolutely.
We drove
love.
past there the other night, and it was packed.
I think
Uh,
Gordon Jones.
It
Gordon
was
there.
Jones.
Jones.
Yes,
Yeah,
Gordon
it was.
Jones, yeah.
It really was.
Of
They
course
were-
it was packed.
Uh-huh.
They were parked out on 250.
Yeah,
People were
Yeah.
parked up and down 250.
We had a
allowed to
wedding,
do
and
that?
on our way home, I said, "Well, you know what? Maybe we'll swing in there." And
Mm-hmm.
No.
no,
You
There was-
weren't
there
getting
was-
in.
no, there was no place. They were parked on the side of. I've never seen that many cars at the Black Sheep.
I
so-
haven't
Wow.
either.
Good
I
for
haven't
them.
either, and I've been there for quite a few different things, and that was the first time I had seen people parked on 250 for sure. They draw a big crowd. I hear. I have personally not been out to see them, but hopefully we'll change that
Yeah.
here soon.
Yeah, I'm going to see a house. I started playing that lap slide. Roger ordered me the bar slide for it. It was a wooden handle, and I'm going to go and see a house. And when I get it, I'm going to throw, hey, what's your next availability for a podcast? We have to get him in.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's like I
Dan,
said.
too.
I'm so excited about you playing that slide. That's so awesome.
It's fun.
I immediately learned the SpongeBob.
Yeah.
No, it was stuck in
I
my
heard
head.
it for like half an hour. It was the same SpongeBob song over and over and over.
Yeah.
You did a good job though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
Well, no
as soon
doubt.
as I heard it,
Right,
I heard it played,
obviously.
I'm like, aye, Captain. I'm like,
It's real easy to play in a sense of like once you get it all tuned up, most of the strings are the same. It's like open, like an open tuning, like open E, like open whatever you need, open G. But so it's real easy to understand like where the ones, the fives, all those they're all laid out for you. But if you get that bar like a millimeter over or millimeter under where you're supposed to be, it's so sharp and flat. It's
That's like my fretless bass.
hmm
You don't get that thing just perfect. You sounds like you're 4 frets off.
It's got a little cheat code though. If I don't know what chord's coming up, I'll just keep slowly sliding until like they hit it, so I can slowly
That's
go
it.
So you
to
hit
meet
where
'em.
you need to be.
Yeah.
So
So you got some dates coming up in Pittsburgh.
yeah.
You want to
Um,
plug them?
Yeah, well, I'm playing bass for Matt Van Fossen. We have a show. He has a private event March the 9th. The 16th, we're playing and I apologize, I don't know the name of the resort. It's down in Proctor, West Virginia. And then the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we are playing Tequila Cowboy in Pittsburgh.
That's a fun time.
I'm excited.
I love the one in Columbus.
Yes.
That was our first date.
Yeah, was that Tequila Cowboy?
It was
Really?
Tequila, yeah.
I don't know if I knew that.
Well, we went to Roosters and then Tequila Cowboys. That was our first date.
I
So.
know too, we've got the hiccups. It's gonna be tough. Are we gonna catch the hiccups?
Yes, so
on the
just so
microphone?
everybody knows, when the baby has the hiccups, she's not drinking at the tavern.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we don't have CPS here going, what kind of podcast are you running?
All right, guys, want to put a ribbon on this and
Alrighty. Well, thank you
we're
for having
at home,
us.
so we don't
Yeah,
have
I know.
to
Yeah, we don't have to go anywhere.
turn off the camera and go hang out. in the
Yeah,
living room.
absolutely. So, and I'm
Thank you for
excited that
having
we
us.
finally got our wives on here because now everybody puts a face to.
Yeah.
To the stories
To the
that
stories.
you tell.
Was it as bad as you thought it was?
Yeah.
Was it?
Stop.
No, it was not. Just don't invite me again.
When Matt had a CD release party at the Strand Theater one time that Kayley designed the cover for,
Yeah.
and he had her come up like in front of
yeah.
the
Oh,
audience and like hold it up, and it was just you could see the breakdown as like you're going. She was coming up the steps.
We weren't even dating. So
No.
the fact that you said
No.
that,
Oh.
the breakdown as I was yeah, this is not my thing, but
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me in my bar.
You did a
so,
great
yeah.
job. You did a great job.
You did do a great job. You did do a